Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Canes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Now adjusting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. On the run deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go bucks against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they could.
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
It's incomplete, a fourth down. And the turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Got it! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
On the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed. And see how they respond.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Using his legs to buy some time. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it.
That keeps the score. Miami, 7.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. And the Canes pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. On the run, still looking. Got it behind the line. It's Carney. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The pitch. Touchdown, Miami! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, but we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Catch and stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
LSU.
And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Takes a hit as he fires.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Van Buren. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The throw. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for two and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After the touchdown, if they could get this two, we'll have a tie ball game. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's got it for the two, and we're all tied up.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The option look. Now the toss. Can't get him to the ground.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the Hurricanes get it past the sticks.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Canes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. To the air, it's Chadwick. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Van Buren. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming.
Miami 17, LSU 14.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 15. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. Got it. Touchdown LSU. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced